Hi Libra, this is going to be your love and relationship reading for October. Before we begin, I'd like to apologise for my speech and the way that I sound. I had surgery recently, so it's kind of affected the way I sound, my speech, but thankfully each day it is improving. But I wanted to make sure I got these readings done, so I hope that you can understand me, and apologies. So Libra, the way I've done the readings, this top row is for singles and this bottom row is for Libras that are already in a relationship. We're also going to look at the card at the bottom of the deck, which will be an overall message for all of you. So the card that you have is the Queen of Cups. So for those of you that are in a relationship, maybe some of you are dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Gender doesn't matter to me in the readings. Now, but if that's not the case for those that are in a relationship, and even still for you singles, it could very well be that a water sign is going to come through for you, okay, or is of significance to you. But if that's not the case, then the Queen of Cups, she is very loving and very caring, but she allows her decisions to be made based on her emotions, and she can be swayed by her emotions, but she's also very intuitive. So, Libra, it may be this month that you need to listen to your intuition and listen to your gut instinct. But it may also be that for some of you, you may find yourself in a situation whereby your emotions could get out of control and you may need to address that. Now, starting with singles, the card that you have at the centre is the Six of Pentacles. And this is a card about equal give and take. Making sure that, what you're giving, you're also getting back. Now, it may be that in previous relationships, there may have been a lack of that, a lack of those scales evenly balanced. You may have found that you were doing all of the giving and somebody was doing all of the taking. But I feel now in this month of October and you moving forward, this is something that's going to be of importance to you. That you're going to make sure that there is this equal give and take exchange here. And you're not going to allow anyone to take you for granted. Or possibly use you. Especially if it comes to finances. Now, with the past coming through, we do have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is a nice card, okay? When we're talking about relationships, it can sometimes talk about somebody where there may be an age gap. Okay, so somebody that is older than you, sometimes significantly older. But the Emperor is the one that is in charge. He rules his empire. He's the head of the house. He is very wise, okay? So, for some of you, I don't know why I feel this, but I feel for some of you, this Emperor is somebody that you have had a relationship with in the past. And I feel that this person was prone to being controlling and domineering. And I feel that when it came to this equal give and take here, there was very much a lack of it with this person. Now, this is not an ex-partner reading, I know, but for some reason, Libra, I do feel that somebody that you have had a relationship with is still, you know, is still around or in some way significant in this month of October. Now, the present, we do have Temperance. Now, Temperance can be a card of needing to be patient. But Temperance is also a card whereby we need to temper one's emotions. You know, we don't want our emotions to get too much out of control here. Like I said with that Queen of Cups, you know, not... because I think there could be this temptation there to be swayed by your emotions, especially if somebody from your past or somebody you may have recently broken up with is going to try to re-enter your life. Now, Temperance, she has a clear vision for her long-term goals. But, you know, it is about patience, yes. But I feel that Temperance for you is talking more about you having control over your emotions. Now, in your advice, you do have the Queen of Swords. And you are the air sign, okay? So I'm taking this to be you, Libra. I don't feel that it's another Libra or a Gemini or an Aquarius. Maybe for some it is, but I feel this Queen of Swords is in the advice more for you, okay? That in this month of October, you need to be more logical. You know, you as an air sign are very logical. And I think it's here as a reminder to any decisions you have to make them based on your logic rather than your emotions. Your outcome card is the Two of Swords. Now, to get to the two, we had to have come from the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is clarity, is understanding, okay? So, you know, when we get to the two, we have clarity. We have a new understanding. We know exactly what we're dealing with or whom we're dealing with. But for some reason, we're choosing to keep this blindfold on. And we're choosing not to make a decision here. Now, sometimes it can be because we know we may hurt somebody else. But sometimes it can be because maybe we are going to be hurt. It's a difficult decision here, but I do feel, Libra, and this may only be for one person here, but I do feel that somebody you've had a relationship with is trying to get back with you. And I think they are maybe going to be slightly manipulative when it comes to emotions. And I think for you, you have the clarity and understanding in the sense that this relationship did not work before and it will not work in the future. But nonetheless, it may be, you know, because of hurting the other person or yourself, or because emotions are still very much a part of this, that you're struggling with this decision. But as I said, with that Queen of Swords there, tap into your logic, okay? Take the logical approach this month and not the emotional. Now, moving down to Libras that are in a relationship. The card at the centre is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, whenever I see this card, for me, it talks about a single person, okay? Or maybe somebody that wants to be on their own, that wants to be single. That being said, the Nine of Pentacles, it talks again about somebody that, you know, is successful or can be successful on their own through their own efforts and hard work. Also, for me, the Nine of Pentacles can be about you as an individual creating an environment that is going to bring you success and happiness. Now, with the past coming through, we have death. So the death card, as we know, can mean endings. Okay, with every ending, there's a new beginning, but nonetheless, endings. It can also be a card of change and transformation. I think, again, this may only be for one of you, but we could be dealing with a situation here whereby this relationship may have come close to ending in the recent past. But I do feel that in this month of October, it is going to come to an end. But that being said, it may be for some of you that the relationship has recently come to an end. Because in the present, we do have the Four of Swords. And if you notice up here, there are the three swords here together. And again, to get to the Four of Swords, we had to have come from the Three of Swords, which does deal with heartbreak, sadness, and loss. So, you know, what I'm dealing with here for you Libras, and as I said, this may only be for one of you, but I think we're talking about a relationship that has recently come to an end. And you may very well now be going through a healing process. But with that Nine of Pentacles there, you can very much be content, happy, and successful on your own. Now, in your advice position, we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace is new beginnings, okay? So we've had the Death card, which is the ending. Then we have this new beginning here with the Ace of Cups. And the Cups deals with feelings and emotions. Now, there's only one cup there. We're not dealing with the Two of Cups, okay? We're dealing with that one cup. So a change, a new start in terms of your feelings and your emotions. Moving away now from that pain, that heartbreak. Going through the healing process and being prepared to allow these new feelings and emotions to start to come through about yourself. I think this card is very much more in terms of self-love, okay? And your final card is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords talks about harsh communication. It's, you know, the Ten of Swords, they say it is the worst pain imaginable. But when you get the Ten of Swords, the worst is now over. It can't get any worse than that. The 10 is the ending of a cycle. So this 10 starting to come to an end now, this pain. And as I said, allowing these new feelings and emotions to come through with that Ace of Cups. So, you know, when it comes to the singles, I do feel that there is somebody that you've dealt with that in the past was possibly domineering, was controlling, and that may very well be slightly manipulative. And I think your decision has to come from your place of logic this month, not your emotions. Those that with the relationship, obviously this is not going to be for all of you, but I do feel a relationship has come to an end. And this month is about you going through a healing process and starting to have this self-confidence, this self-love for yourself, and this understanding that you can be happy, content, and successful on your own. Okay, Libra, that is your reading. Thank you so much for watching. And once again, sorry for the way that I sound. Thank you. Bye.